Hostel Part 3. Yeah. This is basically where the franchise is ruined. I was, like, when I watched the first movie again, I was like, there's gotta be like 5 of these, or maybe 8, you know? Evil Bong has 8 movies, this has gotta have a good few. 3? That is really surprising, but I can understand why now, considering how the second one completely failed at the box office and was banned in several countries, and it just was a bit more like gruesome and horrific, and the subject matter was really extreme. I guess not a lot of people liked it. I'm a kind of enjoyer of the movie just for like how much I can take from it. Like I really picked it apart in my review for it, which you can watch just up here. But I definitely felt that this one was an extreme step down. So yeah, Hostel Part 3, it ventures into new territory within the horror franchise. It steps away from Eastern Europe and goes to Las Vegas. Directed by Scott Spiegel, this installment takes you on a different kind of nightmare. The one where you can go to some random bachelor party and it goes horribly wrong. So let's get into it. So Hostel Part 3, it follows a group of friends, guys again, you know, it kind of basically copies the formula of the first one, but this time in Las Vegas. It follows Scott, played by Brian Halliday, Carter, played by Kit Pardee, Justin, played by John Hensley, and Mike, played by Skylar Stone. And they all travel to Las Vegas for Scott's bachelor party. And what starts as a night of, well, you can expect it if you're in Las Vegas. You can probably figure out what they're doing, but I think it's too early in the video to say. I'm not going to do a visual representation either, but I usually do, but not for this one. Yeah, it takes a sinister turn when the group is drugged and abducted by a mysterious organization as they're taken away to play in a twisted game for survival, and they are barely able to survive. Yeah, this one's just weird. For one, if you are interested in how the last movie told some stuff from the perspective of the killer, it sort of has that. If you're interested in just watching a bunch of guys get killed for no other reason, yeah, that's in here. If you're interested in seeing a GTA font torture scene, that's also in here. Yeah, basically, in this movie, instead of paying to go kill the person, they're paying to watch the person get killed. It's like a game show, I'm not joking. Like, they literally have this little wheel called Wheel of Death or something like that. Wheel of Misfortune. And yeah, they spin it, and it's in a GTA font, so I was laughing the whole time. And it lands on what they think that he's gonna say. Like, you place a bet, and then you think he's gonna say, like, oh, he's gonna beg that he has a family or something, and then you win money if, like, that happens. It's kind of interesting, but why Hostel? Why not just make another movie with that? You know, the first two were really visceral explorations of just human depravity and just how cruel someone can be and why they'd even do it. This one, however, it's just like, yeah! We're going to show some boobs in this movie, and we're going to show some guys getting murdered. Hope you enjoy! That's literally the entire movie, by the way. It's just boobs and guts. Except there's no guts. It's like a guy's face gets cut off, and it literally just looks like they sprayed some ketchup on him. I could probably go downstairs, grab a ketchup bottle, smear it all over my face, and I'll probably look more like I got my face torn off than it does in this movie. Not to make fun of special effects, because I really don't usually do that. I usually make fun of, like, visual effects, because that's more dumb, and they're usually worse. But, like, I think I've seen bad CGI that's better than this. Yeah, this movie definitely marks a departure from the formula. It opts for a new setting, a new storyline, and it basically has nothing to do with the last two other than a name. Because the director injects the film with a sense of energy and style, and it delivers a fast-paced thriller that doesn't even keep you on the edge of your seat. It's more of a comedy than a Hostel film. I feel like the studio just saw how well The Hangover did, and they were like, do that, but with torture, and we're gonna make so much money. And they didn't, because it went straight to DVD. Great idea. And yeah, it's just really bad. I have found myself liking certain parts of it, more specifically just parts of comedy. Like, that was my favourite part of the first one. The first half of the first one just feels like a frat bro comedy, and I was laughing the entire time. Whereas with this one, it's just more like, watch a guy get murdered, watch a guy make a joke about some random person's appearance, watch a guy get murdered, watching creepy taxi driver drive this guy all the way back to his hotel room and tuck him into bed. I'm not joking, that happens in this movie. So, random taxi driver takes the guy back to his hotel, apparently takes him all the way back to his room and tucks him into bed. Are we not going to take it to the fact that he could have probably done something else to that man? But yeah, the film's strength definitely lies in just the comedy. It's got nothing else. Like, the rest of it is just really, really bad. And it definitely stumbles in a lot of areas, particularly in the handling of the horror elements. The film does have some creative kills and some good practical effects at some points, but it lacks any tension. It's all just like, you see that person there? They're strapped to a chair and they're gonna die. Also, why does it look so high-tech? This is 2011, mate. The last film was in, like, 2007? That's like 4 years. If my math was wrong, I'll correct it on the screen, but I doubt it was, because I'm alright with maths. But, yeah. It's just bad. And I was really disappointed by just the absence of just the iconicness of the first two. Like, on the cover of this movie, it shows the original, like, design for the butchers and the killers. But in this one, they're just wearing white surgical costumes. I didn't pay for the DVD to watch a bunch of guys get killed by doctors, alright? I paid for the DVD because I wanted to watch a bunch of guys go to Las Vegas and get tortured. Not actually, I paid for it for the review, but still. Like, yeah. It's just kind of bad, and it doesn't really make up for it in any way except for the comedy, which only slightly makes up for the fact. The story is still terrible, but I do like a lot of it. I liked some of the acting. For example, the two characters in the opening scene, one of the actors, I think his name was Victor, he played a really good character. I was so annoyed when he got killed, because I was like, yes, keep going, get out of there. And then it's just like, nope, he gets shot. What kind of dumb... I bet Scott Spiegel did that, but like, why would you kill off a character who we've seen throughout the entire movie, who I've been enjoying throughout the entire movie, and who literally just escaped, like, this weird cage thing that he was in, and is, like, helping the other guys escape, and then you just shoot him? It would have made more sense to have him die in, like, a heroic way if you're gonna kill him. Like, have him save the other two. At least that adds something to it. Or maybe, like, have those two escape and then have him be captured and tortured to death. That would at least maybe have him die a hero rather than just, like, get shot. Like, come on. Ultimately, though, this is definitely a mixed bag. It offers a fresh take on the franchise while definitely deviating from some elements that made the original film so successful. It definitely didn't reach the heights of its predecessors, but there are a lot of people who like this movie. I'm one of them. I'm kind of 50-50, you know? I like a lot of it. I like the comedy. I like the character of Victor and Anka. They're sort of here for a while. And it's just really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much Hostel Part 3. Thank you for watching this video. What do you guys think of Hostel Part 3? Let me know in the comments below if you have seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I sort of recommend it if you're into a horror version of The Hangover. If you're not, oh well, sucks to be you. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. I do really appreciate it. Like the video if you want to, subscribe if you want to. Until next time, bye-bye.